Hey, where'd the guys go? Am I the only one here? Well, I wonder what they think of the new Ghostbusters movie.
What's up, people? Welcome everyone to the Atomic Comet. We are the Cosmic Strays. I'm Captain Steve.
Tony Terrorize.
Ray Monster.
And we're coming to you live from Tony's mind.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, we're going to talk about our prediction for the new Ghostbusters movie. Guys, like I'm 33, you're...
25.
We're 25, we're the same age.
We're 25, so I'm a little bit older. I grew up with the movies, watching them. When I heard they're making a third one after about 10 years, I was really excited about it until... Not because they're women, until I saw the trailer. It didn't look funny to me. Guys? Yeah.
Are you sure this is the third one?
No, this isn't. I don't think this is considered a third one at all.
I don't know, because I heard it's 30 years after, but then it's like, they're not even acknowledging anything from the part.
You know what?
One or two. I don't know. It's
in the world we're living in right now.
Is it a soft reboot?
That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be a soft reboot. We got it with Jurassic World. We kind of got it with Independence Day. Now
Star Wars.
Now the way the trailers have panned out, after watching the first movie again on this 2-disc set, it looks like a retread of the first movie.
Right.
The fact that the group gets together, they start establishing who they are,
right.
Start getting their tech together, even the whole librarian scene. And when you start piecing the trailer bit by bit and start rearranging it in sequence, you kind of start seeing the same beats. The librarian, you get Slimer again. Mm-hmm. You get
it's a girl Slimer.
It's a girl.
Is it?
No, it's like Miss Pac-Man. They put lips in the boat. That's girl Slimer.
And then at the end we get our big giant apocalyptic monster.
Which isn't?
He looks exactly like.
Yeah, it looks from the toys and
Rowan. You'll see him here in this image.
Is not going to be the Stay Puft, and apparently the Stay Puft is called from the toys
Balloon.
again. It's called the Balloon Ghost. And then in the trailer, they showed a part where there's like those big, like a circus balloon monsters coming down, and
that confuses me.
Yeah, I see a lot of Scooby-Doo in this movie.
Yes.
A lot of Scooby-Doo, graphics. Okay, but we're talking about it's going to be a recut. Let's go back to that. You said it's going to be word for word, just like the last movie. Is that what you think this movie's going to be?
I think it is. Just kind of the same thing what Star Wars did. They try to do a little retread, a little repeat to appease the older audience, while at the same time introducing a newer audience into this IP. But I honestly think the movie is going to be good. I'm putting it here on record. This movie is going to be the gem of the summer. You see this? Warner Brothers getting this. So who's making this movie? Sony?
It's Sony, right?
Yeah.
It's Sony.
Sony's gonna be getting this 3 times.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna see this movie. I think it's gonna be a good, funny movie.
I'd probably see it 2 or 1 time, maybe. I like the director. Paul Feig's good. I've seen. I saw.
what does Paul Feig do?
Bridesmaids. Have you not seen Bridesmaids?
I haven't seen Bridesmaids.
Ooh, you're missing. That's a good movie.
I heard it was good.
So good. It's so fun movie. Rated R, which is weird because this is his only movie that's not. So far, it's not rated R.
What does he have on his plate right now?
He's done. I know the main ones everyone knows is Bridesmaids was his #1 movie. Was his first movie that I think he's done. He may have done other ones. And then the second movie was Heat with him and her, Sandra Bullock, and the third one was Spy again with Melissa McCarthy, and I think it was Jude Law. But that was that movie was funny. I did not want to see that movie because it looked stupid. Because it was like, okay, we get it, Melissa McCarthy, she's dumb, she's stupid, but it ended up being not what it was. It ended up being a funny movie. And I heard Ghostbusters is PG, which isn't. It's not hurting it. It's not like it needs to be R. But from a director that's always doing these rated R movies, it's like, so how is his shift gonna be like? Is it gonna be like
pull back?
Is it gonna be weird that he's pulling back, as opposed to another director doing it?
It's like if Quentin Tarantino started making PG movies.
Yeah, you'd be like,
is it gonna change the whole?
It changes his whole.
Yeah. You can only do so much.
You gotta see Bridesmaids. I think that's the main movie you have to see.
I want to see it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I really haven't seen any of Paul Feig's work.
I've only seen 2 movies.
So I have nothing to base
I want to see
on.
Heat because I don't like Sandra Bullock. But
who does?
I did. And Speed.
Speed? Oh yeah.
Speed with Neo.
And Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. Okay, so we're oh man, what we say? You said you think it's gonna be good.
I think it's gonna be good. I think they're gonna. I don't know. I think they're gonna pull something out because the way I see it, I'm big on like I don't know, just opposites. This has been the most controversial movie of the year so far. There's been so much like talk about it.
Superman was a controversial movie.
Well, it was controversial after it came out. This movie's been controversial since we first saw the trailer.
But see, what I think when I heard that it was going to be an all-female cast, I wasn't like, what? I wasn't mad. It was more along the lines of like, okay, it's going to be different, but I thought it was a part 3. And so I was under the assumption that, oh, well, the old cast is going to have a transitional, like...
Passing the torch?
Yes, like this is my daughter, this is my niece, she works at MIT, blah, blah. And one girl's like, you know, I hate to say it, but maybe one girl's like a stoner, like the dumb one, and she's like, oh yeah, but she knows certain things. You know, something in that genre, and we'd be like, okay, and it would be a transition from the old school to, you know, the new generation, and it would have been like the passing of the torch. But with this whole thing that it's a new movie and has nothing to do with the other one, but the trailer says 30 years to the past, you know, and then they did this whole thing.
Which I never understood. Is the 30 years ago, is that talking to people who act like in the real world? Like 30 years ago, you saw this movie. 30 years later,
it's like thought about too because it confused you.
Yeah, or is it in their universe 30 years ago from Bill Murray and the gang?
Because I heard Bill Murray's in this movie.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to be. They're not going to be the doctors. I heard they were. So that's why there's no passing the torch. I mean, you know, there was no. From what it looks like in the trailer, there was no Ghostbusters.
Bill Murray, like the Han Solos. Whoa, they're doing the exact same thing.
Deep with the.
She gives the ecto.
Slimer.
I was copying up Star Wars.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't know. I have my. I don't think it's going to. It's not because I'm old school. Maybe there's some bias in there, but I don't think it's going to be as good. Again, I might be cynical, but I don't think a lot of funny movies are funny. It's far and few. I have to usually hear from people telling me like, "Oh, this movie's really funny," and I don't think this is going to be funny.
So how do you feel like this movie's going to do in the box office? Do you think
I think it's do very well. I think they're going to make a lot of money.
How many weeks do you think it'll stay number one?
Number one, out of probably up until maybe when the Suicide Squad came out.
Yeah, but that fun.
That's the only like I guess
movie that's
competition.
And I don't think it's gonna like, oh my god, Suicide Squad beat him. I just think I don't think there's anything left for the summer. There's Ghostbusters,
there's nothing.
And it's like, okay, well, remember Ghostbusters is coming out, and like, all right, let's go see it. And then right before school starts, it's like, oh, Suicide Squad, I can't wait, and they go school shopping, buy supplies. Watch Suicide Squad, and then that's it. I'm only seeing ghost traps. I don't know what it's trapped in.
Which one? The bear claw trap? The one
that actually looks pretty cool. I actually like that gadget.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
But how do you bait a ghost into getting into one of those?
If they're using
pheromones or some weird shit. Oh,
do you just wait for it to walk in?
And what if that's the new?
I think that is going to be the new trap.
The new trap. How they instead of having the box, you think that's going to be the new.
No, they have a box in this movie.
Okay, so
I saw a recent trailer where they suck it into like it's not even a box. It's like almost like a Beat speaker, like a Beat. Almost like a pill, but it opens up in the middle and then it closes back up. It's almost like that.
I like to put in the Cadillac.
No. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, that thing. I think it might be a. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what it is for.
Do you like their suits? The red,
brown suit?
the brown with the red.
That's cool. I mean, a Cadillac, the hearse.
They have that Ghostbusters.
I mean, that's cool.
The ghost on the what is it?
There's nice little touches.
What is it called? The emblem.
There's from the trailers. There's a slight like a hint of, you know, here you go, old school people. This is for you. But at the same time, it's kind of really millennial with the whole. They do that selfie scene with the. She has that.
Oh my god!
I forgot about that.
And they do the whole like, is this a race issue or a woman issue?
I'm like,
nobody catches her.
And I'm like, I don't care. Like,
see, it's stuff like that makes me worried. I have hope for this movie, but it's little things like that, like you said, how they're bringing the whole millennial crowd into it with the selfie stick, and
that was dumb. Why would, dude? If I saw a demon, I wouldn't be like, let's take a selfie.
No,
I feel like some of this movie doesn't.
I would just be like, you think that crowd be like?
Oh, I wouldn't stay there and watch the demon. I would.
Yeah, I mean, I understand it's a movie.
His name's Mayhem.
It's a comedy, but at the same time, it's like, how far should we stretch our our sense of disbelief.
Yeah, because I don't, with the whole, like we said, like okay, taking a picture, would you do that? No, but a lot of other comedy movies.
I took a picture from far away.
So that's funny. Okay, that's cool. The selfie thing, like, it plays on what's going on now today.
Yes.
I don't think that's funny, like, because it's now today. Selfies and
Hashtag.
I see that 1,000 times a day. So when I go see a movie, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm making a selfie because I just
out of the
seen
movie.
I've already seen like 50 selfies on Instagram or Facebook and I think it's my generation and a little bit older.
That's the funniest scene in the movie. We end up laughing.
At that part with the selfie thing.
We were like, this is the funniest part of the movie.
Shit.
We're just missing 2 seconds from that scene that just tied all together.
We're like, oh, that's why it made
We
sense.
thought because it landed on her shoulders. Nah.
So it wasn't a race thing or a lady thing.
So it was a cat
If
thing.
you had to pick what character that you would have that, like, hey, I think she'd be kind of cool, who would you pick? Like, that's a cool character.
Thor.
You?
Wait, what are we talking about? The actors
For the movie, right?
Like, what character-
character would you identify with?
Yeah, we're not identifying, but like, hey, that's a cool character. Like, I like that character.
The tech chick? I don't even know what her name is. Who's the actor's name?
The
The
girl with
pretty
the
one?
glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Pretty one,
Because what are their positions? Because one of them is actually a tech girl. but
One's
one
the
of them-
books. The one's like the
One's a
actual
smart.
like,
One's
engineer.
smart. She knows mathematics, and then one,
The puncher, right?
yes.
And then the other one, the SNL one, she's like the
Street
leader.
smart.
The-
Oh.
No.
Melissa
the
McCarthy?
taller one.
McCarthy.
Yeah, she's like she did, I don't know. Yeah, she's like the leader.
And how does the girl? She just got a Cadillac, and that's how she's part of the group.
Well, she knows New York. And
That is true.
She knows New York, and if we had a crack top people that could kill ghosts, I would want.
Military.
No, I'd want some dude from the east side or some Chicano from the west side to be on our team because they know the streets.
What do you think about the Rowan guy? That weird go.
It's stuff like that that keeps making me think it's gonna be
the
a Star
same-
Wars episode
He's
7.
gonna be the new Stay Puft, but you know how it's like what you said, how it's like, the guys don't clear your minds, don't think, and it's like they think of the logo.
Ooh.
Because did you see that one trailer?
So you
where-
think the logo is going to be previous before Rowan?
No. It's like they make the logo because
Yeah.
there's a scene.
Well, that's what he's saying.
There's
Yeah.
a scene where they're trying to make the logo and they're like, how does this scene look? Or how does this logo look? And they're like, nah, it doesn't look good. But at the end, they're like,
I bet that's in the movie.
Clear your mind. Why? And it's like, what'd you think of? Oh, the logo, because I thought it would look cool if it looked like this with,
I bet that's the end of the movie scene. I think it's what do we come up with? And then you see it and it's like, oh, that's how they got the.
Because
I think
they
the
defeated-
symbol
they
is a
def-
product of what they
defeated. Oh,
See,
it's-
well, okay, so you think this? So the actual logo is gonna come after they defeat Rowan?
I think Rowan is going to be like Stay Puft. I think he's going to be a mascot in their movie of something.
Oh.
And then it's going to follow like the last movie. And at the end of the movie, they're going to be like, oh, well, here's our logo. And I bet it's not any of the girls that come up with it. I bet it's probably Thor. Like
yeah,
the
because
comedian.
he's the one that
he's
made it.
dumb.
He's
Yeah.
all like, what do you think of this? And it's like the one with
Yeah, like
the
they-
Ghostbusters with tits. You're
Like maybe
what?
maybe they have like badass logos, like really intricate logos, and they're like no, and then Thor's there with like his doodle
Well.
because he's supposed to be and then hands him that. And
What'd you think of? Well, I thought of the logo.
What do you think of?
So
Which character was that? That you're portraying.
I don't know.
It was Thor.
Okay. Cameos of the. Do you think? I haven't read anything about it, but do you think Rick Moranis is going to be in it?
No, dude, he's done acting.
So he won't even just
He
show
doesn't.
up.
I don't think he acts no more. Like he hasn't acted since shit. I don't even know when his last movie
You know,
was.
it's funny because there was rumor that Bill Murray was going to be in this movie,
He
but
is.
we haven't. Well, yeah, but we haven't seen any, I guess, press on it. Like, okay, with the whole the whole Mark Hamill being in episode 7, where we said, where is he going to be? When is this going to happen? He has a beard. He's wearing a
Yeah.
robe.
Why?
With Bill Murray, we haven't seen anything.
It's not. No one's asking questions. No one's giving stuff.
Well, they haven't
out.
shown anything. Yeah, like.
Well, Star Wars I think has a ginormous more of a fan base compared to.
No, Ghostbusters is bigger.
You think so?
Ghostbusters is a lot
You're
bigger.
right.
Dude, how many Ghostbusters toys have we seen in stores? More than Star
too
Wars?
many. And then Disneyland, Disney World have those Ghostbuster rides.
Yeah.
Something
And
has a Ghostbuster. Oh, Dave and Buster's. I went to Dave and Buster's and they were
Dave and
advertising.
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters is right now is
That
owning
makes
Disney.
sense.
Like they bought Disney out, so now Ghostbusters is marketing Marvel and like
Right.
ESPN and Star Wars. They want to own.
Recently, I just bought stocks in Ecto Cooler.
Oh shit! You
Yeah.
need to buy Ecto Cooler.
I know.
'Cause those stocks are gonna go high after that movie. Once that movie gets big, Sony's gonna be buying out Disney.
This whole 2008 recession that happened, Ecto Cooler's gonna save the day.
Could we get a Sigourney Weaver cameo?
Is
I don't think
that's the
so.
thing. Is it, so she's.
I feel like we've heard something, a little tidbit.
We would have heard that she was
of
gonna be in
something,
that.
yeah. Plus, she's busy with her whole alien thing, so.
Is she gonna be doing the new Alien?
Aliens is a lost hope. Nobody likes Alien.
No. Oh, okay. I thought you were being serious.
Nobody likes Alien, Steve.
Well,
Ghostbusters was.
I
good.
think she could make a cameo. She did Paul. She did a lot of like those movies.
Well, Paul, it was kind of. I think she was
Paul?
already casted in the movie.
What movie?
Paul, the alien movie with Seth
Oh,
Rogen.
Paul.
Yeah.
I heard Paul like
The only,
cat,
the
like-
only real like
Paul.
the only real like alien thing she did was get away from her, you bitch, and she punched it. She punched that.
yeah,
bitch.
but I don't,
That
I don't
was
think-
funny.
That was
I
funny.
don't think she's that busy to not do Ghostbusters. I think she'll do Ghostbusters.
So you do think Ghostbusters is gonna suck because it has women in
I
it? Because you do hate the fact that
Hey,
women
wait a
are
minute.
getting.
No, I think it's gonna be. I just don't think it's gonna be funny.
I think it's gonna be okay. I'm going in.
And if we can agree
The
on the
cool
slime
thing
thing,
is-
and if we can agree on the slime thing, and we have the budget, I will do
sure.
the next show slimed.
The
If
cool-
it's funny.
If it's funny,
And I will be totally honest, and these guys could vouch for me. I could admit when shit's like good, even though I'm old school. And if it's funny,
Hey, you like RoboCop and that?
I like RoboCop.
That new
Yeah.
I don't know why a lot of people hate that RoboCop because it's not rated R. I didn't get
No,
I
that
didn't
new
care.
RoboCop
That new
was a
RoboCop, it was really
great
good.
story.
It was
I like
good.
the way
a-
his family was in there.
yeah,
That
I
never-
agree. It was a nice little romantic comedy. It was great.
It was fun. It was a love story.
No, it wasn't.
That part fucked me up when they showed his
When they took everything.
I've always wondered what it looked like.
Don't show me this again.
I was like, don't ever show me this again. I'm like, yes, sir. Because it was always the only thing that had it left was his hand and his organs and his head. That was
Yeah.
the only thing that they repaired. I was like,
When they gave him a General Grievous body, where it's just like dead or alive, you're coming with me.
I'd be scared. If there was a cop chasing me, running like that, all stupid. I would have been like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I like RoboCop. So if we have the funds, and I'll do it slime.
We will see this movie
Friday,
next
right?
Friday.
Yeah,
Next Friday.
This movie comes out next Friday. At the moment of this recording, this movie's gonna be coming out next Friday, and you know we have all taken a blood pact to go see it. We're not gonna see. We might see it together. We might not.
Blood pact?
Either way,
We're gonna try to see it together.
we're gonna try to see it together.
Blood pack, like Blood Brothers, we're gonna just cut our hands and just smear them and be like, yeah.
Then we'll go get tested at the clinic afterwards.
definitely.
Well, I don't have the disease, so who would get it from y'all?
Well, that's the mystery. That's the fun.
But I will, and I'll probably buy a bottle to make it more fun for me.
Like the time we saw Jackass.
Dude, that was amazing.
Okay, you know what? I can attest to that. Let's pregame, but then it might stir our judgment.
No,
and
I
then we'll
don't-
have
I
no
don't get-
credibility.
Well,
No.
because I'm going in there. I won't get mad. Like mad. I'm a happy drinker, so I would be like, yeah.
But if you're a happy drinker, would that
Starts
make
lifting
you?
shit and throwing it off screen.
Yeah, I know.
It's just children.
But I mean, that could be me like, you know what? It was good. I think it was terrible because But
Okay.
drinking, if you go see it drinking, it's a good movie.
Are they gearing this movie towards kids?
I have.
It doesn't seem like
no
a,
idea
it doesn't
what they're
seem
trying
like
to
a,
do.
Like a kid, it's a PG-13 movie, but it doesn't seem a movie
It's
that
my
like.
generation that should have kids because I will take my kids to see it and I'll buy
But it doesn't
my
look.
kids
It
toys.
doesn't
Ninja
look like a kids
Turtles
movie.
did it.
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles looks like it's a kids movie, but this
But it
Ghostbusters
also
doesn't
appeals
look-
to my genre.
Especially if you've seen Paul Feig's other movies, you're like, what? Like,
Okay, I think the movie hasn't come out yet. I'll agree. The marketing sucks. Like you just brought up a good point. I have no idea who this movie is gonna be marketed towards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's.
I'm
supposed
just
to be-
seeing it because,
Well,
we're
the
gonna
name,
see it.
Ghostbusters,
The name,
yeah.
Ghostbusters.
It could have been any movie, and they could have just slapped any other name and been like, all right, let's watch it because it's Ghostbusters. They got to make that money.
Yeah.
They're gonna make that money off those people who've seen that movie before.
I could have seen it. I would be more happy to see it if they were like, it's a third one, it's a Passion of the Torch, and I'll be like, all right, cool. If it was a reboot, a total reboot, we're making a new Ghost, we're starting from scratch, I'll be like, okay, well, let's see it. The trailer and the way they're still trying to leech onto the past, like, I think that's dumb.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I hate that
Be
these
your
movies,
own or cut the cord. You know.
I hate that these movies are always like we have to rely on our last movie.
On IP recognition.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
all
like
about the
you can't be your own
intellectual property.
movie. It has to be. This movie won't. If we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our last.
Sink or
movie.
swim.
It's just like
It can
come
only
on,
swim
like okay,
if it's-
move on, continue,
Yeah.
have like.
Have faith in your writing. Like, have faith in being something original. Like,
But it's always studio executives always saying like, no, it needs to be marketed towards it because they want to make.
Well,
They
it's
know they
money.
can make
It's
that money.
money.
They know
It's
they can make
money.
that money if they say like. I don't know.
Another thing that concerns me is that it's Sony. Sony's been kind of having like a pretty crappy track record when it comes, and it's sometimes not their fault. The whole hacking thing when they were gonna release
Yeah.
what was that movie?
The Interview.
The Interview. Yeah, that wasn't their
Right.
fault, but the whole fact that was kind of like it sucked for them. And then the whole Spider-Man thing, and then what was the most recent Sony movie? Not Fantastic Four. That was Fox.
That was Fox. Sorry.
Well, either way.
Sorry, internet. Don't hate comments below.
oh, I know everybody loves Fantastic Four.
That was a good movie.
The Rock
Yes.
doll.
Go see Fantastic Four. Fan 4 stick playing in the movie theater near you.
Ghostbusters is gonna be great. I think it's gonna be a gem.
I pray that it is. I hope that the summer ends on a
I
know.
don't want to go to a movie hoping it sucks.
No, I don't
When we
want
went to
money.
Fantastic Four, knowing it was
Ooh.
gonna suck. That was fun. We're like, hey, let's go see Fantastic Four. We know it sucks.
Yeah.
So we freaking like.
I think this movie. I think it's just we're just investigating. We're gonna see.
we just want to know.
We just want to know.
We just want to know.
Like I said before, this is one of the most controversial, most talked about movies. Heated. Because there's so much debate about it. It's either people don't like it because it's not funny, people who don't like it because it's not funny are being criticized thinking, well, you don't like it because it's just women.
Yeah.
You know? So, I don't know. Let's just go see what it's all about. We'll figure it out when it comes out, this Friday. So, I don't know.
I think it'll. I hope it works because I want to see more Ghostbuster movies. If it doesn't work,
Ghostbusters Origins.
there will never
Ghostbusters
be.
spin-off.
If it doesn't work and it bombs, there'll never be an old star cast of like, you know what? Let's start from the beginning. Let's bring back the old guys. That will never happen if this movie bombs.
Ghostbusters, the Slimer stories.
Oh my gosh.
So, I have two questions. Well, actually, I have not really questions, but I have two comments. Okay. So, to wrap this up, what are you guys' thoughts on the new Ghostbusters movies? What do you think is going to stand?
I'm
Tony, start with you.
going in halfway.
Okay.
And I'm saying this on record. I'm halfway in between. It could either suck, it could be really good. It's a good thing I'm in the middle.
Now, I think it's going to be a great movie. I think we're going to have a good time. I think we're going to see this movie multiple times. And we're going to walk into this next review, when we actually review the movie after we see it, with a positive light. Steve, what do you think?
I'm hoping it's gonna be good. But I didn't laugh at anything in the trailer, and I don't think nothing looks fresh to me. It looks like I said earlier, a new Scooby-Doo with a Ghostbusters name on it. And as much as I want it to be good, I don't think it will be that funny. I think it'll be a Adam Sandler-esque.
On that note, I got one more thing to say. Wake up, Tony.
What?
You need to wake up.
What do you
Wake up.
mean? What do you
need to
mean?
wake up.
Wake up, Tony.
What do you mean wake up?
Wake up.
up.
Wake up.
Tony.